the settings are as they should be. I've even done a test, like an off-stream recording, and it sounds completely normal to me. So if it sounds bad, then I have a feeling it has something to do with an online issue. Sounds good? Okay, so we're good now. Just turn it off and on again, right? That's the way of it, apparently. Okay, I don't even remember what I was saying. Anyway, Summer 6. Let me twink my in-game audio here. Columbus straight up. So now, from a pure gameplay standpoint, Columbus is not worth rolling on. I hate to say that, and he's fine. He's a totally serviceable AoE rider, but the alternatives that you already have, like Medusa and Blackbeard, are just more than good enough, right? They're more than good enough. So you don't need him. It's not like he's bad. He compares to Medusa and Blackbeard just fine, right? If you want him to be your like budget rider, you can totally do it, and you're not gonna be jipping yourself, right? But it's from a standpoint of like, oh man, I need to watch my SQ or whatever, and so I want to get something that's worthwhile. There's just no point. You know, Mori gives you something that you don't really get from the other 1 to 3 stars. Asclepius gives you something that you can't get from the other 3 stars, but Columbus doesn't. He's kind of just more of the same. And if you like him in a way, that's good, because more of the same is a good unit. But it's nothing special, right? It's nothing that you're going to be... If you miss out on Asclepius, you're going to feel it. You miss out on Columbus, you're really not. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not rolling for Doorman. I do like him, though, but that is not happening. Alright, where are we? We got that Nobu. Still not allowed to do the challenge quest, because this game is a dick. Does work okay with Stheno, though. That's not even a meme. I don't have an Eva SQ to really roll on anything right now anyways. Okay, I think they all get like gimmicks here. I never saw them last time, I only saw Okita, so I guess we'll start with them and just see what they do. I'm kind of curious. Do I have 100 face yet? Oh, I have Martha? Oh damn, we're gonna level that. That's nice. Look at me getting good shit right off the bat. Well, we've got 100 face there, but level 1, and then we also have 100 face at home. He'll die really fast, but it's fine. Sure. Alright. Go get him. Well, it's Avenger Nobu in her Archer form, because that's their way of buffing / animation updating Nobu. Kinda like how Saber Deer Mid is essentially their animation update for Lancer Deer Mid. It's kinda dumb, but welcome to FGO. It's because they can make money from new things, right? So they like doing that. Huh. Okita seems to be the only one that gets a like stage gimmick here. And it's a pretty significant one. Let's see how much damage she does. Maybe other units get something as the turns go on. Yeah, Romulus is kind of the same too. I mean, I think they'll get around to it at some point, giving 3-star Romulus an animation update. Maybe not a buff though. And they'll probably get around to giving an animation update to Nobu, but maybe not a buff though. But it's pretty low priority. They're happy to just get the fans focused on the new thing. But yeah, OG Nobu is not a good unit at all. now. And this Nobu's almost dead already. Holy crap! What is the point of this stage? If I had done this, we would have won on turn 1. Literally, if I had just cast this, I would have won on turn 1. Right? Like, it's that weak. Why do they make these gimmicks so OP? I don't even need to do the NP, we'll do the combo just to look cool. Not sure why the other units are even there. Okay, I want to get those bonus stages because they'll be kind of hard, I think. Okay, are we allowed to, if we're not allowed to buy the bonus stages now, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. There we go. Okay, that's the one. Alright, what was the saber? I don't even remember. Oh, that's the crab. Oh boy. Hey, Cairo. I was waiting for you to stream and you never did. I was debated. So did they make a bunch of costumes for Kama here and then just never add any of them? And what's weird is a lot of the ones that you could implement them in game and it wouldn't be very hard, right? Some of them are pretty simple, especially like the blue one and stuff. So kind of weird they didn't. Especially when they have done things like Testament and whatnot as costumes. And for crying out loud, Summer BB got like all those costumes that were just her with a tan. Like, wow, like if they bothered to do that, you think the ones they already put the effort into they could do as well. What was the deal with this one? Wasn't it armor ignore? Okay, well our account sucks, so we have to get carried. Let's see if story support Moriarty has got our back here. Let's see, what can this account do? Not a lot. We have such limited buffing right now, and it's because I haven't leveled anyone yet, but I wanted to do one event before I really committed to anything. Though we don't really have a lot of skill gems one way or the other. Okay, well, Moriarty is not divine, which is a travesty, but what are you gonna do? Wrong button. Get Ushi Bond. Alright. Let's see what Moriarty can do here. Normally I have fun with these stages, but the Stheno account needs to just defeat them. 600k. Is he 10-10-10? I didn't look. I have a feeling he's not. Because this game... He is? Wow, that's surprising. Does he have full items though? There's always a catch. They never make a story support like a normal unit, ever. Like they always corrupt it somehow. Okay, I want to get a few stars in here. Like, they generally don't have limit broken CEs. Even when they have real CEs, they don't actually have stats on them for some reason. David got his ass destroyed there. And normally they're not 10, 10, 10, but oh yeah, I gotta do this one first. Did not make enough stars. I'm not gonna do the drain because I want it to. I want the thing to get its NP so I can second skill before David dies.
Queen. 宝具解放。我が最終式、究極的犯罪をここに証明。ザ・ダイナミクス・オブ・アン。
Good damage. I don't think it's enough for a kill there. Gonna need another one. Wait, that's really weird that he does the true NP name. That's honestly really weird. It also shows how frivolous and pointless the whole spoiler system is because it doesn't actually matter. Because if this was my first account, you know, I haven't done Epic of Remnant yet. I haven't even unlocked it. And this is a story support, not a friend support one. And oh no, chat, they just spoiled it. Oh no. Chat, how could I ever enjoy Epic of Remnant number 1 now? Now that I've learned Moriarty's NP name, it's all ruined. I'm just gonna stop playing the game now, clearly, because it's you know, why go on? All right, let's get our NP again. Seriously, their spoiler system is a joke. He used it for hype. Okay. Stheno really got fucked up there. No real reason to use David's NP.
Queen.
I'd actually like to get Stheno's so she could do the defense down, but that doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Oh. Damn it, game. Stheno NP game, let's go. 900 damage. Incredible. Hit Moriarty again? No. And we missed. And now Moriarty has no cards. I am seeing a theme here. Wrong order with the crit chance, but who cares? Dude, I had to delete the comment, unfortunately, because it had a lot of let's say unsavory language. It's, you know, racism essentially. But there's a little while ago, it wasn't that long ago, that was a couple days. I had a comment, and the guy, it was on a VOD, which was weird. It was on a VOD for Lost. But hey, Finn, thank you for the 200 bits. Jesus. Does it feel getting old? Turned 22 today? Oh, congrats, man. Happy birthday. I actually like getting older. I mean, aside from your body getting weaker, right? But I enjoy getting wiser and gaining experience and that kind of thing. But congrats, man, and thank you for the 200 bits. Hopefully your birthday goes well. Hopefully you get some good food out of it. That's an important part. What was I saying? Right, so there was this guy, it was on one of the VODs for Lost Belt 6, so pretty old now, and he was just so mad that I did not like Lost Belt 6. And I don't get that, right? And it's not like the guy articulated that, like, oh, you said this thing and that's not true because this actually happens, or they said this, or, you know, it wasn't anything like that. He was just so mad that I didn't like Lost Belt 6, which is kind of weird. It's like, how dare you not enjoy this thing that I enjoy, right? That's kind of strange, but kind of the way of the internet these days. I cannot believe I still don't have Moriarty's NP right now. So I absolutely do not want to use David's NP because I don't want the crab to attack 3 times. If Moriarty dies, we're definitely going to lose because our back row is quite weak. Please don't triple crit me. You can hit Stheno once but not kill her, that would be ideal. Nope. Rip David. How old was the comic compared to the VOD? I mean, they posted it, I don't know, like a week ago or something. But, you know, Lost Belt 6 was a while ago now. Okay, well... Man, one bad thing about Atalante, I've noticed so far my account does not have a lot of quick NPs. So I do not benefit from her quick up as much as I could. Maybe we level Billy because of that. I wonder if our only level DPS archer was Billy that was single target, if that would work for Gwen. It'd be tough. Robin's definitely better.
当然だ。この矢で仕留められぬ者はいない。
Wow. I have 48 seashells. That's so useless on this account. There's like no default units that need those. So having that many is so pointless. That's where I wish I could trade them in for something else. I guess they're giving them out in case people get a summer servant. Summer servants always need them. Wait, do you have to buy the other one? What a ripoff! Making me waste my Nats game? Whales would probably abuse the trade system? Yeah, but fuck them, who cares? Single player game. Yeah, you can buy music in my room, but it's so pointless to do that. Considering you can just... You know, the soundtrack is out there, and it's on SoundCloud, it's on YouTube, it's, you know, everywhere. Really weird that they even did that, to be honest. They should have just done a normal sound test system. Alright, here's the 5 million HP one. Now, on my main account, we killed it. We did the 5 million. But on this account, I'm pretty sure that's impossible. No matter what support I summoned, I don't think there's any way this account could do it. Well, maybe with like a level 120 Super Orion that's 10-10-10, 2k Fode, has faux pas, you know, all that nonsense, because he's got debuff immunity, so he won't die. And with the limit broken event CE, yeah, he might. That'd be tough though, because 5 million is still a lot of health, even with the event CE when you're at neutral, right? If he could morph himself into a rider, it would work, but... Why is the game so loud? It shouldn't be. Let me see. Yeah, it's not set that loud. I can turn it down a bit, but it's not set to be loud. I don't know, I think my mic is kind of fucked up right now, and like the volume is just... I wonder if it's time for me to buy a new mic. I can try like boosting it through OBS. Tell me if that helps any. But yeah, I don't know, maybe my mic is just dying and it's time. Alright, what was I gonna summon? I said I was gonna summon something random, and I had it all set up, but I forgot. It was, yesterday. Yeah, it is pretty old now, you're right. Probably is time to get a new one. I'll have to look into that. Try to get one that will help with my reverb problem, and you need to put up more sound foam too. Obviously, Ku is really good here, but let's not do that. Could just do a story support. And I'll do Medea Lily, which shouldn't matter though. Yeah, I want a better mic, I guess, just because this is my living now. It kind of just makes sense to do that. Wait a minute. There we go. That was what I was gonna do. I don't remember what the support unit was gonna be, but the old, like, hand-drawn Berserk anime is really good. Not finished though at all, right? And then every other Berserk anime is kind of a mess. You know, I wonder, the thing is, Berserk is such a, like, treasure, right? It's such a beloved thing that I don't understand how no company has gotten its shit together and just made it proper. And it's because they always try to lowball it, and they always try to, like, play seasonal anime because they don't have faith that it can go the distance, which is moronic, right? Like, if you put in the budget and you put in the time, Berserk will do very well if it gets a proper anime, and you don't have to worry about being seasonal and rushing it out the door, right? Just do it proper. It's not one of those weak, you know, limp-wristed, you know, shitty IPs that can't last. It obviously can last. The fact that it's lasted this long is just insane, even though it has all these failed adaptations. Like, it's still one of the most beloved IPs when it's had failed adaptation after failed adaptation. So it's like, what I think might happen is studios get scared because of all those other failed adaptations, instead of being like, oh yeah, they did a really shitty job and we should do like a good job and then we'll do well, right? It is very strange though that no one has been like, okay, we have this mountain of material, it's super beloved, let's just take our time and do it proper, right? And like, there's, not just with anime and such, like there are shows that do that. Like, I mean, Game of Thrones did for a while until at the end, you know, they decided to throw it in the trash, but you know, they had faith that, you know, in the long run it was going to be, you know, be worth it and be popular. And I think it's obvious Berserk, like that it's so obvious that a well-made Berserk would be like a huge hit, right? It'd be a huge hit. Instead we got 3D garbage, so that was fun. All right, well, we're just here to live. Shame George doesn't have debuff resistance. Instead, he has mental debuff resistance. If he had like vanilla debuff resistance on his skill, that would be super good. So, that's interesting, Zaw. What level are they? What is happening? Like, because the thing is, I'd say, oh, it's a new account, they like Canis and they just started, but they have the other Canis, and then they have that CE, so it's a meme. Like, what is happening? Like, what is happening? And like, how would they know, right? I don't even, okay, well. Gonna do that number. I should have already cast this for the debuff resistance. I mean, I was thinking they might be just a fan of Canis and they sent an invite to Zaw because they saw him and like, oh man, look, this guy's got maxed Canis's. But because he has that CE, I feel like there was a meme at play here. Count level is 122, so it's newer, but it's not like super new. But it's not like an experienced account either. Strange. This debuff resistant CE is actually doing alright. Definitely slowing down our deaths quite a bit. Okay, well, George is out of here. And then George gets no cards. This is the best time to hit the thing with George cards, because there's no way, like, it doesn't matter if he acquires a bunch of dots, because he's gonna die anyway. Look at these debuff resistant CEs and skills though. Too bad Mash exploded. Probably should have done the debuff clear there, honestly. Let's see. It's not really time for Medea Lily things. Might as well cast this though. I guess spread it out. Trying to have as few people die as possible out of pride here. Ushi debuff blocking 3 times feels good. Okay. His NP might kill someone. Hopefully he attacks Protoku. It's a shame you don't get that Ushi voice line in her costume. Did she just drop a cake? What? I don't remember that animation at all. And how does it... What? Demon Pillar pancakes? But she's not a joke servant. I'm so confused. Just because you're younger doesn't make you a joke servant. I'm so confused. I do not remember Medea Lily having pancakes. What is happening? A worthy rival for Emiya. I've never read her interlude, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't see how that would justify what's happening, but Greeks invented pancakes. I don't know about that one. What was the Lancer stage? I'm not sure. So this is Taiga, which we won't save over here just because I've got it on my main account, so there's no reason to save it over here. Is this the dragon? Okay, we could obviously use the story support. I think you can beat all of these with the story support, but maybe we show off something spicier. Like if someone has a bigger Sigurd or Siegfried. There's my Siegfried. I kind of want to use Siegfried instead of Sigurd because he's AoE, so it'll make it kind of spicier. Yep, let me jump on my main account, and I'm gonna slot my Siegfried, see how he does. I might regret this though, because Siegfried's a little bad here because his buffs linger, his anti-dragon buffs linger, and normally that's a good thing, but that's kind of a bad thing here because they'll probably just get removed. Whereas Sigurd is more bursty, and his anti-dragon thing is just the NP, so you're not going to lose it. But I like Siegfried more than Sigurd. I like Sigurd just fine, but I think Siegfried is cooler, so we're going to use him. Besides, I grailed my Siegfried, so I'm happy to find uses for him. Let's see if he can carry. I'm confused. I literally just slotted him, and then I reset. Oh, it's because he's in the all slot. That's what it is. I was like, what? Oh, the buff removal is gonna suck so bad. I wish I had, like, Medusa to stun it, because then it wouldn't get to cast it. And it's AoE too, isn't it? Because if it was single target, I would just taunt, and then you'd have to do the buff removal on the taunt unit. But I'm pretty sure it's AoE, so just dodge the buff removal, I wish. I wonder if soloing is better here. I need to level Hans and get his 3rd skill upgrade. You can't resist buff removal anyway. Doesn't work that way. It's like an NP drain. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Cairo, how would you feel if Hans got team-wide buff removal resistance? It'd obviously be really good, but I feel like it should never be given to Hans because they need to give someone else some value because Hans is too good. Like, give it to Shakespeare or something. I don't think I would give it to Asclepius because I think that's too good again. Like, Asclepius and Hans are already so good. I'd honestly rather they give it to someone like Shakespeare or the legendary low star quick support that doesn't exist, right? You know, spread out the level a little bit. It does fit though, Asclepius lore-wise. You could give it to Clown Boy. That's fair when looking at his like kit lore-wise and everything. It'd be more reasonable to give it to him than Asclepius or Hans, in my opinion. Give it to Benkei. Actually, that'd be pretty good. You could probably justify that lore-wise, and that would make Benkei much better. Add it to his 3rd skill and then lower the cooldown by like a turn or 2. That would help him so much. Oh, I'd like that on Geronimo just fine. I don't think that's a problem at all. He's got the shamanistic stuff and everything. That's totally fine. And that would really help him, actually. Like, you give him something else as well. Like, you'd want to give him, you know, an evade or a battery or something. But then you also, on like maybe his 1st skill and his 3rd skill gets buff removal resistance for the team. That'd be awesome. That would absolutely make him see play. You wouldn't see him used loads, but he would get used some. Honestly, you could give it to Matahari. Her other buff is so useless. I hate that buff they gave her. It just doesn't matter. It's like the buff in a vacuum is fine. It's just it's so not what she needed. It doesn't like interact with her in a way that makes her really any better. It's just like a side option that on its own, it's not good enough to bring her, and it doesn't have synergy with what she already does. So it's like, who cares, right? And if you wouldn't bring her anyway, then yeah, it's a nice bonus. But it doesn't. You don't bring her because of it. It doesn't really increase her like range. You could make Geronimo's skills AoE, but that would barely do anything. Like, the only way that would work is if you also added other effects to them. Because why on earth, even if you wanted like a quick support right now, why would you bring Geronimo instead of Alex? Why would you do that? Just because his quick up is AoE now, it doesn't matter, right? And like, why would you want an AoE Buster up, an AoE Quick Up, an AoE Art Up? Like, when the hell are you gonna use that? Right? Like, okay, Space Ishtar, right? Like, you only can do one at a time, so that's what everyone says about Geronimo, but that's like the worst way to fix them. Like, if you made Geronimo stuff targetable or AoE, that barely changes anything. I think the way to make Geronimo better is giving him new abilities that are packaged with his useless 1st and 3rd skill, and give them, you know, raw stuff that's a lot better. Like, hey, he has an evade now, or he's got a battery now, or he's got an attack up, you know, now, you know, stuff that's just good. Because his effects right now are pretty much completely pointless. So I've never farmed on this account until summer. This summer event is the first thing I've ever done. I haven't done dailies or any of that, and oh boy, am I going to need skill gems. I can already tell that's going to be a problem. Because this event doesn't give any, and I've never farmed them, and I need so many caster gems. Send help. Unfortunately, I think the best node to farm in this event at the end is Lancer, which is good for my main, because I need Lancer gems, because I always need Lancer gems. But on a new account, I only really need Lancer gems for 1 or 2 units tops. So that's not that high of a demand. I definitely need caster stuff. I'm doing okay on saber gems because I farm them a lot. But I'm not like swimming in them by any means. I'm always leveling sabers because I like a lot of sabers, so it's kind of a mess. Okay, we have some kind of damage support now. Only I had Hans's third skill though, I could get my NP in a reasonable amount of time. I need Mash to live for more than 5 seconds. I actually might throw someone in the front to just instantly die. I actually wish I had a level 1 George, because you could taunt and then he'd probably die in one action, which would cancel the boss's turn. That'd be really useful. Unfortunately, I don't have an NP5 George. Okay, there we go. We'll do that. Hopefully that works. Battery. This would be so much easier with Zigguard, because again, burst. Siegfried's more about sustain, where that with buff removal, that's just pointless. Buff removal first action, indeed. Let's hope not. Terrible opening hand, and then the deck is going to shuffle, so that's a really bad start. If the deck wasn't going to shuffle, I'd be guaranteed to get art cards later, but now I could just miss them again. Oh my god. Zaw, I'm holding you personally responsible for this. Okay, thankfully we got enough NP. Look at all these skills that are gonna get removed. Grandcaster Zaw. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh. Huh. You know, I don't think Siegfried likes dragons very much. What the hell was that? He didn't even have good buffs, man. I know he's got the event CE and he's got an event bonus, but his event bonus is really minor, so, and we overkilled like a motherfucker there. Oh yeah, it turns off the resist, right. Still, that's ridiculous. AoE, by the way. That was interesting. Alright, let's use... This is so cheating. I think I could beat this no problem with just the story support. Protoku, so... Okay, here's what we'll do. I won't use my level 100 Protoku. I'll use my 70 Protoku. I got the Grail and all that today though on my ult account, so it's actually progressing through the event finally, so that's nice. Okay, let's... I could do a non-limit broken event CE. Because my main account got another CE drop. No, I think I just got to like 70k. I don't know, I don't know. I have an extra CE if I wanted. But numbers though, we'll do MLB. Besides, it's not like this is going to give us any trouble if we use the story support one either, so this is fine. Okay. Could give him command codes, but I am lazy, and I don't think I need to. I want to see something. So our level 71, and this nothing fancy, right? No 2K foe, none of that. About 10 points away from 9,000 attack, right? The CE is not leveled and stuff, so that's why. Yeah, barely different. Look at that, barely different. Because their CE has no stats and he has no foe items. So even look at this, no stats. This is supposed to have stats on it, but there's no stats. And then because he doesn't have foe items, that he's not really level 90, right? He's not really level 90. It's a lie, right? They always do this because you have this one that's level 70, but he has foe items. And then, hey, look, this has attack on it. Like, wow, who would have thought? Like, whose idea was it? Hey guys, let's give the story supports, let's give them an actual CE, but then take the stats off of it. Like, because it's not like this is an accident, right? CEs aren't supposed to work that way, so they had to customize it to work this way, right? Like, that's stupid, right? Like, why would you go out of your way to change something to make just to make units worse like that? Like, it's so weird. Let's see here. Not a lot this account can do to support a unit like Protoku. Do that. I kind of want to cycle again just to get our NP. That worked kind of nicely. Yeah, okay. And then we've got MASH for NP gain. It is funny that this stage is so easy to murder, even as like a day 1 account, just Protoku or Super Orion GG. But if you don't do any of that, if you don't use the event CE, you don't do any of that fancy stuff, this stage is so hard. Like, it's so much harder than the challenge quest. I think that's just kind of funny. The dragon too. I'm not sure the dragon would be harder than the challenge quest, but it's pretty close. I mean, it's still unbelievably tanky and has the buff removal, so they're probably both harder than the challenge quest. Okay, she can give the quick up, although it's at base rank and non-upgraded, but it's still something. I could switch Mystic Code and have Stheno come in. Protoku does have Divinity, but I haven't ranked up her 3rd skill yet. I could cut MASH if I don't think I need the battery. How brave are we? Do I have another cane? Do I have another CD? Let's see. No. Do I have sunlight? No. Well, there's the defense up, I suppose. I could have MASH just die really fast, though. I could have her do a drive-by. She should get 1 turn. She's level 40. Yeah, this would work. Doesn't have his 3rd skill, so doesn't actually fuck up the gimmick. Yeah, I say it in my head all the time. Now that CE will never be anything but that to me, right? It was that for so long, and I'm not changing it, so. Also, Kenneth is cool and should be in the game. I am actually gonna use Guts, because she'll kill him really fast. So I want some time if I can get it. Dude, that would have been so cool if they had done that for the Fate Zero rerun. It sucks though, because they added Reigns, I know they're never adding them. Because it's just, they're like, oh, we already, we already did the Mercury thing, right? It's so stupid. And they don't really have a character. Oh my god, can you imagine Qingong and Kenneth on the same team? Or just in the same room in like a story? It'd be great. Okay, we almost have our NP. Sadly, the deck is not on our side here. Oh yeah, Reigns was from Case Files. That's not my point. My point is because she was added, we're never getting Kenneth, be it Fate Zero or not, right? We're just not gonna get him. I mean, she could have been added for, you know, an FP summon for God's sakes, and it wouldn't change anything. You know, if I level that skill a little bit, I can give her Cope Scope. I mean, this account, this new, I could just have her show up with Cope Scope, use her first skill, and then NP right away. And that's super strong, because then you get the attack up and the defense down, and buff removal. So that's honestly a huge damage boost to a Divinity unit. Like, that's not a meme at all. That's useful. That's super good. I wish I had an Archer that had Divinity for, Kid Gil. I almost forgot to use my anti-beast damage there. That'd have been good. Alright, let's see what we get. Damn! That's level 70, by the way. Look at that! Level 70, just absolutely taking this boss to school there. Even on a garbage-ass account like this one. Oh wow, I can't wait to beat that on my main account so I get the Void Dust. They'll rerun case files someday. Might be a minute though. Who knows though, maybe it's next. Maybe they rerun case files next and they do Saber Wars 3. That could happen. I'm actually kind of looking forward to Saber Wars 3. I don't like the servant universe, and it's just silly, you know, fourth wall breaking nonsense. I don't really care about that at all. But it's a chance for a Billy animation update. I actually think it's very likely that he'll get one. And then, you know, the other gunslinger, at least we know it uses a normal gun. So that could be good, right? And it may be, now this, right, the two things I just said aren't copium at all, right? Because we already have seen the other gunslinger's design, and Billy getting an animation up then makes total sense. So it's because Blackbeard just got one, right? It could totally happen, right? It might not, but it could totally happen, right? So that's all, you know, not copium. This is copium. And then they're like, yeah, and we're also adding Butch Cassidy or Doc Holliday. No, that's not, like, no fucking way, right? We're getting the one waifu and that's it. Like, that's probably gonna be no other gunslingers ever after that, so. There's a few female gunslingers they could use for her that wouldn't be gender bends, but I don't think they're gonna do that. I think it's gonna be a gender bend because Fate, or FGO specifically, really, these days has been pretty bad about that, but we'll see. I think Space Say will be in it, but there's no way she's gonna be a playable character. There's just no way. The only way she'd be a playable character is if Saber Wars 3 isn't for a long time. Right, and they're not planning, and they're kind of sowing the seeds for it now, but they're not planning on doing it for like a really, really long time. That's the only way. But I suspect it's probably this year sometime, and if that is the case, there's just no way. They'll use either her regular version and change the class, or her summer version and change the class, and then she'll be in the story and stuff. But that'll be it. And at most, maybe she gets a costume, but I doubt that. All right, I've seen pictures of this. Because I haven't done this in my main yet, because we're keeping the Taiga stage, because it's like ridiculously hard to solo under normal circumstances. Anyway, but I'm assuming this is Blue Comma, because I've seen pictures, so I'll skim through the story here. Go on Blueberry mode. You know, we always made fun of Karen for looking like she was out of Willy Wonka, but Comma wanted to even more look like she was out of Willy Wonka. Look at this, boom! Look at that! What the fuck, dude? Full on Blueberry Smurf mode there. It is kind of weird they didn't make that a costume, but like, what the hell? Did she get her unique voice lines or anything? I haven't really listened to the voice lines of her regular stage 3, so I wouldn't know. Okay, what do we want to use here? Let's try not to use anything too powerful and see what it is. Probably no event CE. It's either that or non-limit broken event CE. What's a random unit that's like something I don't use often? Skimming through my main account here. It's always been K. Could use an AoE servant, like Romulus or something, that wouldn't be as effective. Got Choco Jana. Yeah, we'll do a account review today. Use a ruler. If you use an event, like one, that wouldn't be that bad. And you give him the event CE, he could probably still be useful at that point. I'm gonna do Choco Jana because she's mine's level 80. And I don't think she can really carry here. She'll be fine, like she won't hurt the team, but I don't think she'll carry. And because she's AoE, she'll be more of like a support with good normal card damage. I think that'll be fun. Jerker would make this too easy because she's a berserker. And it's easy to protect her, so... You just blow it up. You could probably, I mean, I don't know what the boss is. Maybe it's harder than I'm thinking, but... odds are she could solo it, I would think. But we'll find out. Kama is AoE. We will do that. Do that actually. Man, this account needs team cost. I always feel that. Oh damn, I can use all the stuff that I want. Just barely. This song really is good. Dude, what is that skin, dude? What the hell? Does she think she looks good like that, by the way? I don't even... Oh my god. I mean, because of the ring, it looks like she's a burnt blueberry. Right? Like she was over... Someone put a blueberry on like the grill. Yeah, I know a lot of actual Indian gods are like blue. I've seen a lot of like the pictures and stuff, but they don't look like that. They don't look like that at all, right? They're not like space thoughts. You know, they're not anime, so it's a little different. Cairo, if you fight this on stream, you have to use that remix. You know what I'm talking about. You have to use that remix. I will slap this shit out of you if you don't. Well, I wish I brought Atlas, because we have a debuff here. I don't say anything to chat, just have it playing, you know, just have it like in a side tab and you just start playing it. You don't say a word, right? Hey, Ari. Okay, well... Dude, if you had the event CE, you could just destroy these health bars with normal cards. Like, they should have given her more health, if you're gonna have an event CE. Big damage, big damage. Oh yeah, 3,000. Kyra, you got some nerve. I gotta record some of the crap Cairo says off stream, by the way. Like, holy crap. I have recorded some things, but nothing like that was aimed at that. But don't defend this man. Don't defend this man. Yeah, I don't get why this isn't a costume. I don't understand why they make things like this and then put it in the game and they don't make it a costume, especially because they do sometimes, right? I don't get it. It's like they made Testament playable, right? They made UHZ playable. They did the Veil finally for Morgan. That took a while, but they did it. You know, they've done plenty of stuff like that. So it's like they spin a wheel and like, do we give it to the players or not? Let's find out, right? But yeah, you have like Rongo Bongo, You know, Lion King, it's in, and it's got the custom NP animation and everything, but it's not obtainable, right? It's so weird. And like, you know, they did minor costumes like that for Musashi's summer form. I think she had like the tan one or no tan one. I don't remember which way it is default, but and then, you know, same for Summer BB, and they do that stuff all the time. But then every once in a while they're like, nah, nah. Like I would have thought this one would have been a costume because it's so in line with the kind of thing that they have made costumes in events like this before. So it's kind of weird. Okay, the skill seal's kind of annoying. Probably gonna hit Stheno when I want to buff. I could buff now. Do I think? Well, I get my NP next turn. I wonder what the odds on it are. Yeah, I think George has on Death CE anyway. The thing is, I don't actually want to NP next turn now that I think about it, because this boss only has 100k health. Although I'm at neutral and I don't have the event CE, so never mind. Well, can't get my buffs. George almost lived, which wouldn't have been that bad. Oh wait, he didn't have the CE. Damn it. Mistakes have been made. I should not have done that. I'll get my NP either way, and putting the art card first is less damage. So there was no reason to do that. Woo, that's some damage. Why you gotta attack the same unit like that? I was hoping she'd cast some buffs so I could remove them with Stheno, but so far she has not cared to do that. Could do the defense down anyway. Now wait. What are stages? If for some reason, wait, I have comma. Oh my god, I just remembered I have comma. Oh god. I hate this fucking game. I'm so sick of it. I get the 5 stars so much, and I don't want to hear any, oh man, he gets 5 stars. Of course I'm mad that I get 5 stars, because I don't want any of them. Like, I have so many fucking, like, idiot waifu summer bullshit servants that I am never gonna use, and then every time they put up something that I actually want, it's like, nope, you can't have that. Like, no, of course not, you can't have that, right? But then, no, fucking Kiara, fucking Space Ishtar, fucking Kama, Himiko, you get multiple of them. Good lord. Anyway, if I ever leveled my summer Kama, I have no idea what stage I would use. Just not stage 1. I can say that it's not gonna be stage 1, but I don't see me leveling her anytime soon. They'd have to do like a lottery. Here's the thing, if they do a lottery event, I'd probably play it mostly on my ult accounts, because my main account is in such good shape, it's like whatever, right? I'll play it some, but if I ever went ham on a lottery event, I would level some random things, because I don't have a lot to level right now, other than Ku, but that's a different story. All the budget stuff is finished, right? So I just could level random gold things just because fuck it, right? So that's the only way it would ever happen. But really, because of the whole Ku thing, he kind of takes all my XP. The problem is my inventory is full. I can't fit any more XP right now, and I don't have enough Ku coins to actually grail Ku, even though I have grails. So kind of sucks. Okay, let's see here. How is she at 1 HP? I don't have a dot. Did she do a drain or something? Okay, I'm going to do this because you never know when they do quick charge nonsense. And if they don't, I have other ways of surviving.
まあ勇者様
I'm honestly confused how she was at 1 health there. Because I wasn't paying attention, so... And I don't have dots, so... Did she just... I think she just reduced our Mystic Code cooldowns. Unfortunately, I don't think I used the heal, I guess, but that doesn't help me too much. Yeah, she did like the Wadim thing. She's not buffing herself, which kind of sucks. At some point, she's got to buff herself, right? Oh my god, dude, I have NP2 Himiko, I have NP2 Summer Kiara, I mean, he probably will never be NP2 because I'll probably burn one of the copies, but I have NP2 Space Ishtar, I don't want any of that stuff. Can I turn those, dude, if I could turn those in for coup coins, I would do it in a heartbeat. There would not even be a thought in my mind of, is that really worth it? Like, I just instantly in the fire, give me the coins, like, no question. Well, this boss just does not give a fuck about buffing herself. I guess we just throw out Stheno's NP for the defense down. That's kind of shitty. Could do the Brave Chain instead then. Do I just let Stheno die? Because, man, that sucks. I guess I should have saved this, so I could have evaded Stheno. We might get our NP from just getting attacked, so we'll grab the defense down. Oh yeah, and Morgan. Oh my god. I don't remember what my MP rank on Morgan is, but I know I have Morgan. Oh god. I can't even keep track anymore, dude. Oh, and you know, someday they're gonna add a 5-star that I actually like, and I won't be able to get them. She just nerfed herself. This boss... I guess she quick charged? Wait, what happened? What is going on? I should pay more attention during her turns. Weird things are happening right now. I think she NP sealed herself, so she didn't NP, which is actually smart because that means I wasted my evade. I got juked super hard there. That's like next level. We like, that's next level. I wasted all my defensive stuff and she's like, nope. Dude. That's so fucked up, dude. That's so fucked up. Oh my god. I think we're gonna lose now. We'll see. Well, Chaco Jana did pretty much nothing. Watch them make this playable on the rerun, and like the thought of that. They're like, well, we don't want to actually make a new servant for the rerun. We wanted something to be hype, so let's just save this for then. I could totally see them doing that. That's so their style. We is fucked right now. Lion King has a chance of being a costume if there's ever like a reason for her to be important again, if she's in an event or something. Because I don't think they would have added Testament until they did something where they could have justified it. They weren't going to just add Testament randomly. So I think it's the same thing for Lion King. Do you think anybody out there, like, not just as a joke, but permanently has Karen in her raspberry form and then Kama in her blueberry form? Because that's actually funny. That would be a pretty funny team. Like, that would be me, yeah. I'm sure some people do it for like a meme, but I mean like all the time, right? They do it like 24/7, right? Let's see. We're so doomed. There's no way. This stage is pretty easy though if you just use the event CE. Or a good damage dealer. I want to try it though without summoning anything stronger. Like Shaco-Jana really is not that strong here at all, but I want to see if I use my survivability a little bit smarter, if I can make it work. So I shouldn't have PFA'd. I should have used Hans's heal to keep me alive until the boss NP'd. That's a pretty big mistake. I don't really remember what stage 3 Kama looks like, to be honest, so I don't really know if I'd use blue or the regular one. I don't remember. I've only seen her like in the cutscene. Why does she just randomly like wreck herself? But it really throws your survivability off. It's a real mess. Why are you like this? So we would have to win this turn, which is not going to happen. Okay, well at least we know what the boss does this time. All right, let's not make a stronger story support though. We don't want to get carried here at all. We'll fight the good fight. I'm sure someone uses Dante's second stage unironically, but that's so rare. I don't think I've ever seen a more universal, like, accepted which stage is the stage to use, right, than Edmund. Everyone uses stage 3 Edmund, and it's because it's amazing, right? Like, I cannot even think of the last time I saw stage 1 or stage 2. It's just stage 3 all the time, and they're not wrong. Stage 3 is awesome. I use stage 3. It's great. Fuck, it's Count of Monte Cristo, man, right? You gotta get this right here. The only way you wouldn't see it all the time is if they added the Count of Monte Cristo skin, right? The costume. If they ever added that, then, you know, you'd have some back and forth there. Honestly, I think I'm not being biased here, right? I am biased, but this is not my bias talking. I think 100% if they put him in an event that was serious, or they put him in the main story or something like that, and they added a new character that was Count of Monte Cristo, not just a skin. Well, I mean, you could do it with the skin too, but if you it'd be better if they made it a new character in terms of sales, right? So they make it, you know, a 5-star Count of Monte Cristo. They use that design. It's been a design for a while. That would sell so well. That would do super good. Like that art is already so popular, right? Like Jesus Christ. Okay, how can I improve on this? Let's see. I'm not really convinced by George. Ten out of 10 would whale. Yeah, I think a lot of people would. We might see more Edmund in Fate Strange Fake, we'll see. Yamaz is gonna do something. I like this better. Alright, well, we'll do Atlas, I think. They rarely use costumes that are... How do I put this? It's like... When they put costumes in FGO, sometimes they will have it like be inspired by like CE art or, you know, other promotional art from outside FGO, but rarely will they actually use it. Arcade has, like, Arcade did the CE art for Saber Alter, but regular EFCO, like, never does that. I have no idea why. But it's like, whenever they make a summer version of someone, they don't ever use their summer CE design. They don't ever do that. I've just noticed EFCO has always been like that when they do costumes. They don't, they always gotta make it weird, right? They always gotta make it different. They always gotta make it, oh wow, I didn't see, you know, like, well look, it's a new design, people, right? They want to, like, they don't want it to be same-o, I guess. But I'm not really a fan of that, to be honest. I think you should do it on a case-by-case basis. Oh my god, we don't have Mash's upgraded first skill. And it's rank 1, so that's not gonna be the best. The opening hand sucks. Yeah, Arcade, like, does things that are a bit more, I don't know, obvious, right? Why did she just randomly lose that much health? What the hell? That must have been why she was 1 HP the other time. And she one-shot match. Okay. That's so random though. Like, I think she gets the debuffs at complete random. Because last time it happened when she was already kind of low, where now it happened at the very beginning, and so that helps me way more for that one. That really sucks that that match died there. I should have used Mash's other skills then. That's super unfortunate. This hand still sucks. I can't believe I'm doing this. Let's go, Hans. Mad DPS. Oh yeah, 2,000 damage. Can you stop triple attacking the same unit? Really? What the fuck? Turn 2, 2 units are dead. That's so bad. Like, that's so fucking bad. I might need to summon a unit that's a little bit better. Either that or I need to level up a unit, but I do not want to level anything because I know I could beat this with just a support. So I want to wait to level until I go to do Camelot and stuff. I was wanting to pick my level ups after the event, not during it. I mean, literally, you could beat this with any unit, you just use the CE, but if you don't use the CE, then you kind of need the unit to be, like, halfway good. But you could slap the CE on a pretty garbage unit and you'd be fine. Actually, I wonder how much a level 120 Hans with 2k foe would have done there. Because our Hans doesn't even have foe items, like 1k. You know, I'm just gonna do this, to make sure I get value. Better opening hand. Castle Crashers is an experience. That's a game that's aged very well, and that didn't even do the same damage as last time. Either that or I didn't. I guess I probably did less. %. Real shame I can't just NP right there. The fuck are these hands, dude? Hopefully no one dies here because our DPS has all of their cards in the next hand. He does seem to attack the same unit like all the time, even though I didn't even have the debuff there. I don't really get it. Well, Mash is gonna have a bad time. I could heal her, but I feel like she would die anyway. If we landed a defense buff, maybe by some miracle she lives. But I think we just take the damage. Yeah, Mash's old NP animation. They really do need to update Mash in general, not just like when you get her later. Very bad first look for the game. I don't know, she might have hit that critical mass of survivability there if I done Hans' NP. Skill seal. I want to break right now, but these deck shuffles are so shitty. I could NP, but I don't think that's worth it. The one issue with Minotaur's skin is they need to resize the halberds. They're way too big. Even in his giant form, they're way too big, and it's like super messed up. They clip through the floor like constantly. Okay, for the love of God, I need to get through this health bar. Yeah, I know normal Asterios does too, but the thing is, Minotaurs are the same thing, because he's the same like bone structure and everything. He's just a reskin. But his are just bigger, so it's even worse. It's the same thing, but a lot worse. Okay, now I kind of need you to kill Mash. There you go. Ask and you shall receive. Dude, I don't think they're ever gonna reference Fate Labyrinth again, because it's not hated or anything, but it's not popular, right? And it was just kind of a side story, so I think they kind of forgot it existed, to be honest. Is there any reason to NP Drain? I guess. Well, doesn't matter. I don't really want to use my guts right now, even though the buff success chance is nice. Landed the buffs anyway. Well, clearly gave the wrong CE to Stheno. I don't think it's worth saving her right now. This is a nice hand. Fate Labyrinth was created before Fate was really like exploding in popularity. We didn't land the crit down, that sucks. But because it came out like right before FGO. And like FGO was in like the development process, and that's why they didn't characterize Asterios very much in Fate Labyrinth, was because they didn't want to step on FGO's toes. But because of that, like honestly, if Fate Labyrinth had came out later, it would have gotten way more focused. You'd see a lot of posts on Reddit and people wanting translations and all that. Just like with Redline and anything else that knew it that's come out. Everything that's come out post FGO getting popular, which was like around Camelot, you know, it's had a lot of interest in it. But anything before that wasn't Fate Zero or Fate Stay Night hasn't gotten any focus at all. Kind of funny how that is. New toy effect and all that. 98%. Oh, that'd be so good if you could NP right now, because then he's gonna die, but then you keep the buffs on. Oh my god. Also, I'm so sick of like the way you go to survive the NP and then the boss just doesn't NP. That's so annoying. Like that really screws you over in this fight. Oh my god! I've used 3 survivability things for 1 NP. This is so bullshit. And now this one though, we go down to like, you know, minimum health and everything, and it might not even save us. It's so bad. Yep, Tristan's behind this. Tristan got like the spray paint, made her blue. I was like, okay, here's the plan. Yep, we're dead. Oh my god. That's so bullshit, dude. That is so bullshit. Like she did it for 2 turns. Can David live until the NP? If so, I should PFA. If I think he can, maybe. E minus luck, by the way. He has the worst luck in all of Fate. That's not even an exaggeration. I forgot to cast the first skill! Comes back next turn, but now I miss out on my NP gain. I could clear the charm, but that's not worth it. There's way too much RNG in this. I'm probably gonna have to use an actual support, or just use the event CE, because that is ridiculous. I used 3 survivability skills for the NP. If she just NP'd, it would've been fine, right? Like on the first one, I'd still have loads of value left. Does this remove that? I need her to attack David. Okay, yeah, that's not nearly enough damage. Well, if that didn't land on David, I could cast this thing. Okay, well, now we're dead. Okay. Time to murder this boss. Okay, I'm gonna still show a little bit of mercy, because I'm gonna still not use the event CE, okay? So I'm still gonna avoid that. Just gonna slightly upgrade the unit. See, when you don't know when the boss is gonna NP, and if they don't NP, they don't attack, there's a certain mechanic, you know, there's a certain skill that's really good for dealing with that. I wonder what that could be. Let's see, what do we want from the support units? For the most part, this is still fine. But dude, fucking app media, their logic for why Q's not good, dude. It's so dumb. It's like his survivability's not very good. He can lose PFA in a turn. So it's somehow that makes it worse than every other evade. Like how does that, I really want to sit down and whoever wrote that, I want to actually talk to them and be like, how, even if in the worst case scenario, if PFA gets used up in 1 turn, how does that make it worse than any other evade or invulnerability in the game, right? Because at least it has the chance of going longer. Because like what can happen, I know this has happened to every single person in my chat that actually plays FGO. You're in a team setting, right? You click the evade or the invulnerability button on your DPS unit. You're like, yeah, they're safe this turn. The boss doesn't attack them once. And then the skill just wears off. And you're just sitting there like, fuck. Like that's, I know that's happened to everyone, right? If you use something like PFA, no big deal. It's like, well, it's still here at least for next turn, right? Yeah, it sucks my other units got blown up there, but you know, it's not that bad, right? Like PFA is objectively good in comparison to other evades, right? There's no way to lose value. Oh yeah, look, I get to just do this and get rid of the debuff. It's like who's good or something. All right, I like taunting on Mash because it just kind of made sure she got value before dying. Dude, Hanzo's third skill at rank 1 is so bad. It's like completely pointless. If PFA was a 6-turn cooldown, you know, then it'd still be better than a lot of evades out there, but it wouldn't be that much better. But the fact that it's got those extra benefits of, you know, if the boss doesn't attack you, you still get the value out of it, and if they all attack you, you still get the same value out of it as any other evade. But then it also being a 5-turn cooldown is ridiculous. But that's why, like, 100 Face and Sitting Master are also so good. They don't have PFA, but they still have an evade, which is fine, and it's also on a 5-turn cooldown, and that's such a good combo. Now, part of me wants to just do the Ku Brave Chain because even though we don't have the event CE, it'll do a lot of damage. But Mash NPing right now is good. Not that good though. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna be pissed though if Mash dies here. Can you stop skill stealing Mash, please? Like to be the first skill. Do I actually do debuff clear on Mash? Nah, there's enough debuffs here later that I don't want to do that. I don't need the guts, but I might as well grab the attack buff. I was gonna overcharge Hans, but I figured it doesn't really matter. Like, the other 2 units are just gonna die anyway. Yep, and Kitu's 5-turn, and then he has another survivability skill. That's a really strong combo. Some of the most busted units were just like going and going and going, and they just keep living and keep applying their damage. It's units that have a 5-turn survivability skill, like invulnerability, evade, or whatnot. 95k, by the way. No event CE, no event bonus. Anyway, units that have a 5-turn hard survival skill, and then they have another skill that has just any kind of survivability on it, because then they feed into each other, right? So 100 Face, Ku, Sitting Master, units like that. It's very strong, and it can result in units just living an absurd amount of time. Could just art chain. Yeah, it's fine. I have no command code on Ku's art card. I must have given it to somebody else. Donzo's way better now though. Ever since they buffed her, she's so much better. Like, I've tested her in team settings and solo settings, and like see how she does pound to pound compared to everyone else, and she's fine. She's not the fastest, right? And some boss fights really reward going fast regardless of your long-term value. But if the fight's in a way where you're not punished for going a little bit slower, she actually goes blow to blow really well with the other 4-star assassins. Like, she actually does better than most of them. She has enough damage with enough survivability that she can just keep going. It's really good. Okay, what do I want to do now? I guess it's kind of wonky NP gain, but might as well. Dude, Mash has been skill sealed so many times. Doesn't matter at this point though. Okay, now see, if PFA wasn't back, which it always will be, she doesn't quick charge, but if it wasn't back, you could do Atlas. But this is why getting Ku's skill to 10 a lot of times matters. A lot of times that 1 turn is what allows you to use it in ways like that. And see, now, last time she just kept stalling and not attacking over and over, but if that happens to Ku, it doesn't matter, and he'll still be here, so no big deal. This account is so weak though right now. I mean, to be fair, it's its first ever event, so you kind of expect it to be weak, but it lacks oomph in many areas. Oh, now you, Jesus. I think we would have won if she had just done that against Choco Jana, if she had just NP'd like a normal fucking boss. Her animations are a bit cooler in this stage. I really don't like her stage 1 and stage 2 animations. They're really boring. I don't know what this does, but it's probably not a good thing, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. So for once, I wish I'd given, whatever this is bad. I think this is a chance of applying Charm. If I had Stheno's MP, we'd remove it. So I should probably give her Cope Scope if we somehow lose, because just getting rid of that I think would be a big help. I could have gotten Ku's attack buff again by using Atlas, but I don't need it. Guarded the defense down. You take bonus damage, interesting. Well, I shouldn't have removed it then because PFA means we don't take any damage right now. Shame I can't use this. I could remove it and then have him remove it from Ku, but that's not really worth it. Kind of nice that if you don't, now obviously if you tried at all, this will be an easy boss fight because of the event CE. But if you don't do that, on a new as shit account like this one, it's a normal boss fight, right? It's not like the hardest thing ever, but it's something. Let's see, I almost want to use David's skill just to kind of prevent me from needing to use Atlas. The nightmare, I'm a little worried that I do that and then she doesn't hit Ku at all. That would actually be bad. Because then I can't cast PFA. Wait, what about NA? She doesn't seem to want to hit Stheno in aim. It's actually getting a little close here at the end. There is a lot of RNG in this fight. It would really help to have the Charm Immunity command code, then you don't have to worry about as much bullshit at the end. I needed to hit Stheno. There we go. Let's see. Shame Stheno's skill ranks are so low and everything. It'd be nice if I could use it. I'd have to use invulnerability on her if I wanted that though, but it's so not worth now. I do find it funny that in lore, almost every berserker is immune to charm because they're too fucking crazy for it to work.